Welcome to the program where you get the latest updates on the activities of the Evangelical Church of Christ that have been held around the world. I'm Brother Sean Campbell, and this is the good news. In our headlines, local congregation of Menifee, Ecclesiastical District of San Diego County, California, successfully holds inaugural worship service. Prospective church members in the Ecclesiastical District of Alaska received the Holy Baptism. The INC Giving Project of the Church of Christ continues to spread kindness, this time in Madrid, Spain, and Rexdale, Toronto. And INC kids in the Ecclesiastical District of Mountain States render musical performances at the Songs of Faith, Love and Hope singing event. The details of your good news follow shortly.
Next on Negos University.
O diba, pati pagiging environmental friendly topic na rin natin. Because mga kanegosyo, our small actions could create significant changes in our environment.
Yes, Vlad, ang ating topic for today is not about business per se, but it's about how our kanegosyo's business help the environment.
Kaya stay with us dito lang sa
Negos University Season 2.
The book of Revelation. Some say it's impossible to understand. Many acknowledge it to be the most difficult book of the Bible to comprehend. Today, we begin a series of episodes wherein we'll reveal the mystery of the three angels in Revelation chapter 14. There are questions that many are searching the answers to, such as, who are these three angels in Revelation 14? And what is the message of these three angels? Many believe the three angels' identities could not possibly ever be known. But the angels mentioned clearly are identifiable. Hello, I'm Brother Bob Pauline. We'll answer this and more right here on the Iglesia ni Cristo International Edition.
Our first story takes us to the Ecclesiastical District of San Diego County, California, where a momentous occasion transpired as the newly established local congregation of Menifee held its inaugural worship service. The said historic gathering was officiated by the executive minister of the Iglesia ni Cristo, Brother Eduardo Manolo, through live video streaming. Meanwhile, prospective Church of Christ members in Alaska received the Holy Baptism after embracing the Bible-based teachings the Church upholds. The said gathering coincides with the 8th anniversary of the Ecclesiastical District of Alaska. Sister Iru Natividad has the details.
In commemoration of the 8th anniversary of the Ecclesiastical District of Alaska, a holy baptism was successfully held. The brethren gathered in the house of worship of the local congregation of Anchorage, led by the district minister, Brother Astrafel Caraig, who reminded the candidates for baptism and brethren through the words of God that receiving the holy baptism means receiving the remission or forgiveness of sin. Not only for those who were newly baptized, but even current members of the Church of Christ were inspired to hold on to our divine election by living a righteous way of life and continue helping in the intensified work of propagation in the Church of Christ.
I actually invited myself. I recognized in Beth, my personal assistant, someone who had a faith and a connection with the Lord that I have sought all of my life and I was not able to find in the 71 years that I've been on earth. So I asked her what was her church, where was she going? And she told me, and I said, can I come? And she said, yeah, of course. And since that moment, she has shepherded me through this process of getting to know the church, making sure that I was involved and making sure that I got all the things that I needed answers to. I had always been questioning where God meant for me to be and how the Word of God actually was presented in the meaning in the Bible. First of all, I heard the singing, which was glorious. My late wife sang, and I loved the singing, and that just began the process. And then listening to the prayers, listening to the people, I very quickly knew that this was a place where the Lord's Word was being presented in its absolute, clearest, and most profound, raw way that it exists. And that made me quickly identify that I needed more, and I needed to know more.
After the Holy Baptism was a welcome, my brethren, to endorse the newly baptized members to the officers of the Christian Family Organizations, or CFO, in the district. The CFO was established to make sure all of the spiritual needs for every member of the household will be catered to. The brethren in Alaska continue to invite and share their faith at all opportune times so that they may be instrumental in bringing more people closer to our Lord God. From Anchorage, Alaska, I'm Sister Irene Natividad for Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
Evangelical missions were held throughout the ecclesiastical district of Western Europe. Brethren were able to invite their loved ones and acquaintances for them to hear about the biblical teachings the Church of Christ upholds. With firm conviction, the brethren are all the more eager to unite in this work of propagation for people to understand the importance of the Church of Christ for salvation on Judgment Day. We go to the ecclesiastical district of Greater Toronto, where INC Giving volunteers in Rexdale headed to Santa Maria Community Nursing Home to spread kindness to residents and staff. Reporting is Sister Angela Patricio.
Growing old can sometimes feel lonely for senior residents living in a nursing home. Away from their family and loved ones, seniors may have repetitive and monotonous days of medications, light exercises, and some sunshine every once in a while. Led by the resident ministerial worker, Brother Lorman Rolia, members and officers of the local congregation of Rexdale, District of Greater Toronto, held a Seniors Appreciation Day program, followed by a Staff Appreciation Day at Villa Santa Maria Community Nursing Home. A special program was prepared by the officers of the Christian Family Organizations. Videos introducing the INC Giving program and activities all over the world were shown to the residents and staff to further inform them what the INC Giving is all about. Special musical performances of INC original music were also presented by members of the Buklod, Kadiwa, Binhi, and the CWS, to which the senior residents happily sang along and danced as best as they could. Friendship bracelets and paper flower bouquets were also handmade and prepared by the Kadiwa and Binhi officers as special gifts for the senior residents. During the musical performances, the youth members surprised the seniors as they presented these gifts. The senior residents had warm smiles on their faces as they received the special gifts of appreciation. The book club members prepared special care packages for the residents and staff to close the event. After showing appreciation to the senior residents, the local congregation of Rexdale came back the next day to show appreciation, this time to the hardworking staff members of the nursing home. Church officers and members of the local congregation brought coffee and donuts to share with the staff and employees. The nursing field is one of the toughest jobs to hold and maintain in Canada. Nursing homes may be viewed as a lonely place, but the community of its staff, residents, and people like the INC Giving volunteers of the Church of Christ build and transform this place to a space of care and appreciation. From Toronto, I'm Sister Angela Patricio for the Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
In Madrid, INC Giving volunteers reached out to the community by holding cleanup efforts in one of its main parks. Sister Michelle Limon gives us the story.
When considering a place to spend quality time with your friends and family, parks play an important role for the individuals and the community. This is the reason why members of the Christian Family Organizations led a cleanup drive to maintain cleanliness of one of the main parks situated in Madrid, Parque Madrid Rio.
Layunin po ng aktibidad na ito na makipagkaisa po sa proyektong inilunsad ng pamamahala, kaugnay po ng ating pagtulong sa ating kapwa, maging sa ating buong komunidad, sa pamamagitan po ng pagpapanatiling malinis ng ating kapaligiran.
Parks provide treasurable space to families and friends to bond away from work, school, and most from distractions of technology. Indeed, they play an important role for the community. On this day, brethren from the Ecclesiastical District of Spain gear up by wearing their gloves and bringing garbage bags to maintain the space green, by volunteering to clean the park to make it a safer and pleasant place so the community can enjoy it.
Masaya po ako na nakipagkaisa sa isinagawang aktibidad ng INC Giving dito po sa Madrid Region para sa kapananatili ng kaayusan at kalinisan ng park na ito.
Estoy muy feliz. Mediante de esta actividad de INC Giving, hemos podido ayudar de mantener a la limpieza en esta comunidad.
Brethren from the Ecclesiastical District of Spain said that they wholeheartedly thank the church administration for launching this kind of activities that let them make a difference in their community by volunteering in different activities. From Madrid, Spain, I'm Sister Michelle Limon for Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
When the good news returns, we'll look into the Songs of Faith, Love, and Hope event in Mountain States. More stories coming your way. Please stay tuned.
亲爱的朋友们，尽管有些人因为想发财而被诱惑去违法犯罪，有些人因为贪财而远离上帝，但我们知道，财富和金钱本身并不是邪恶的。事实上，人类需要它来维持生计。然而，如果一个人对财富或金钱有错误的观念，不恰当的处理，不明智和不负责任的花费，怀有邪恶的动机，并滋生对财富或金钱的渴望和热爱，那么财富或金钱就变得邪恶和有害。在下一集，这是我们要讨论的内容。
Thank you for staying with us here on The Good News. For our next story, the Songs of Faith, Love, and Hope program in the Ecclesiastical District of Mountain States brings entertainment and inspiration as INC kids render INC original music performances. Sister Marielle Dabu has this story.
The Songs of Faith, Love, and Hope event in the District of Mountain States was a resounding success, bringing together members of the Children's Worship Service, CWS, and their families for an evening filled with musical inspiration and camaraderie. This event, which featured both live performances and submitted video performances, provided a platform for young members to showcase their talents and express their faith through music. Live performances by CWS members captivated the audience, showcasing a diverse range of musical styles and talents. Additionally, submitted video performances from CWS members who couldn't attend in person were seamlessly integrated into the program, allowing all participants to share their gifts and contributions. Activities like the Songs of Faith, Love, and Hope event have profound benefits for young children and their future development. Firstly, participation in musical performances fosters confidence and self-expression, allowing children to overcome stage fright and share their talents with others. By participating in events like this, children develop a deeper appreciation for their faith and its principles, setting a solid foundation for their future spiritual growth.
And just like what we hear in worship services, our hope is that the children would be stronger than us one day, right? So everything we do today, hopefully in the future, the hope is that they'll be not just as active, but more active than us. That way, there's nothing to worry about when they're older, right? So that's not just even as a parent, but as a fellow teacher. I'm sure this is the hope of the chairpersons, the officers. That way, every time we have activities like this, the theme, the overall message, we want to impact the children in a way where they will grow up to be active. They'll remain in the church, and this is the gist of it, activities like this.
Events such as the Songs of Faith, Love, and Hope strengthen family bonds and promote a sense of belonging within the church community. Families attending the event had the opportunity to support their children and fellow members, fostering a spirit of unity and togetherness. The Songs of Faith, Love, and Hope event in the District of Mountain States was a testament to the vibrant spirit and unwavering dedication of its young members. Through live performances and submitted videos, children had the opportunity to showcase their talents and express their faith in a meaningful way. From Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Sister Mariel Dabu for Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
Youth members in Bergamo, Italy gain added knowledge and skills during a photography workshop. Brother Roy De Luna has more.
The photography workshop activity was eagerly attended by the brethren from the Kadiwa and Binhi organizations led by the officers of the local congregation of Bergamo and Brescia. The attendees visibly expressed great joy as through such activities their knowledge is enhanced. These can also be helpful in the documentation of the activities inside the Church of Christ, which they can also utilize in future activities. With God's help and mercy, the activity was a success. Church officers said they firmly believe attendees will surely be encouraged to observe the world more closely and appreciate the beauty of God's creation. From Bergamo, Italy, I am Brother Roy Hansen de Luna for the Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
Still in Italy, playing board games together further strengthened the bonds among youth members in Brescia. Sister Norlin Balane keeps us posted.
The CFO members in the local congregation of Brescia, District of Italy North, held various indoor board games that was approved by the church administration. The brethren actively participated by playing chess and Scrabble. The aim of this activity is to help develop their skills and most especially to further strengthen the bond and unity of the brethren. The brethren were very glad that they were able to unite and support this activity, and they were very grateful to the church administration. From Brescia, Italy, I am Sister Norilyn Balanay for Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
You just saw some of the activities of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ around the world. To stay updated, you can watch Ibalita ang Pagliligtas at 12 noon and Iglesia Ni Cristo News Live at 6 p.m. on weekdays. Be sure to catch the next edition of this program where there's always more of the good news. I'm Brother Sean Campbell. Stay safe and thank you for watching.